Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. Off we go from South Philly. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week one of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. For a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Broncos, first down.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and you're able to convert.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Second down. Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Picked up by Cooper DeGene. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. It is second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
5. Brings up third and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
And an Eagles
on the ground. This is Barkley. Finding room at the 35. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. Big time play for Philly. 39 yards.
first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
Off the play fake, Hurts. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield.
Third down
and third down coming up. shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? Are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. D.J. Jones in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, Hurts. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. To return, it's Mims. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive, and then a punt the last time they had it. They send Sutton in motion. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Dowdle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Denver 1st down. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's in. What a try. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. That one is complete. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
For the Eagles.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Broncos offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Nix. That's taken in, and it's Rico Dowdle. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Complete to Rico Dowdle. A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jordan Davis. He gets in for another sack, piling him up here in this preseason.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bit on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, They're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down. On a run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes the start of the slide. Only a gain of about a yard. From the 46. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To throw is Hurts. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. 2nd and 5.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, Hurts. That's taken in right side. I got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Hurts to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
That's another Eagles first down.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Eagles first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Next the score, Broncos 10, Eagles 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23.
The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Brings up second.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, it's Dowdle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Dowdle. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd down, it's Nix.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
That one taken in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos will get out in front, 17-7. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Sack Allen. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Now Hurts throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Broncos offense make their way out to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nicks. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Draw play here for Harvey. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw is Nicks. The catch made there by Sutton. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Broncos, 1st down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jalen Carter getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down.
21 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Second down, 8 yards to go.
15-yard line.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Strong running there. Pushing his way forward to gain a couple.
The tackle made.
This is 3rd and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And the Broncos going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and goal, Denver.
They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on 3rd and goal? And he overshot his man out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Some extra bulk out there. They're going to roll the dice and go for it on 4th and goal. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
Taken down at the
Here's
11-yard
2nd
line.
and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Hurts. Taking off. He'll try to get there. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hurts now. He'll let this go for Goddard. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He was covered by Patrick.
2nd down throw for Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To throw is Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
The coverage by John.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Off he goes. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this ball incomplete on third down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away.
Formation for the Broncos.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It's 2nd down.
Try
and
again.
10.
It's 2nd and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. McKee. This one complete to Watkins. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, here's McKee. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage in the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, McKee. And penalty flags come in as it lines up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Shipley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. They'll return this from the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Minshew. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The shotgun in trouble, and down he goes. Jordan Davis gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Minshew. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. The Broncos bringing out their punch as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Shipley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. At the 45-yard line. Another carry here for Shipley. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing is McKee. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup at 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down. Here's Shipley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now McKee. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He completes it to Marshall. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Play action, McKee. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one he's got to have. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles have tied it at 17.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. This game level following the made field goal. They need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for Broncos.
Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running.
Oh, a loose football. And the Eagles recover the football. They'll give it here to Shipley. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw is McKee. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. D.J. Jones getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. Now it's McKee. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take it. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Here comes 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Minshew. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
On 3rd and long, it's Minshew. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. On 4th down, out comes the punter, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Here's McKee. This one into the hands of Marshall. They'll work now on 2nd and 4th.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action, it's McKee. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of Report. He's got it. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
The score, Eagles 20, Broncos 17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Back is Minshew. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey.
Minshew's pass.
Second down, 8 for the first down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8. At the
Minshew going to look to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
Minshew's sack. A loss of 3 yards. And it's third down.
To the air on third down, it's Minshew. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They finish the preseason on an up note. Now they'll have a couple weeks to get ready for the season opener coming in September. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.